What are the advantages? How are these assets secured? What are the risks and disadvantages? Can you reap the dividends and get access to trade? When you buy, the amount in Binance USD is written off from your spot account, while on the trade balance you get a record of the purchase of a given share with the number. For people in such countries, the tokenized stock market may be a viable alternative, as it's often easier to create an account on a stock exchange. Welcome to the Coin Post. Coinbase crypto exchange has become a public company and you can trade its stocks in the form of tokens on another exchange. As I said earlier, stock markets and cryptocurrency markets are increasingly merging into a single whole, and after a while the differences between them will disappear. The users of the trading platforms Robinhood and Revolut see this most clearly, where to move from stock trading to cryptocurrency trading just takes switching to the next menu. The latter, by the way, are already testing the Bitcoin withdrawal system, so that its users can not only buy cryptocurrency, but also become its real owners. To get ready for a change in the financial market in the near future, I suggest we discuss trading in tokenized equities on the leading crypto exchange Binance. What are the advantages? How are these assets secured? What are the risks and disadvantages? Can you reap the dividends and get access to trade? I picked the topic based on your comments, so thank you for your engagement, and I'm eager to know new topics that you want to discuss. Let's get into it. At this point, Binance Exchange offers trading in 5 stock tokens: Coinbase, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, and MicroStrategy. I'm sure I don't need to present any of these companies. Are there going to be more? I think so, but the process of listing new assets may be temporarily on hold. There are 2 reasons for that: investigating a new market to see if there's any demand for it, and dealing with regulators. After 3 more stock tokens were announced, MicroStrategy, Apple, and Microsoft, regulators showed up in Europe, as these transactions supposedly violate securities laws. All stock tokens represented on Binance are placed according to a contract with CM Equity AG. It's a German company that owns shares and issues digital token equivalents. Now let me put this into a language you can understand. The Binance Exchange is just a trading platform. It doesn't issue any tokens and it doesn't buy stocks. By purchasing a tokenized stock of any of the listed companies, you actually conclude a contract with CM Equity. They undertake to provide all of your tokenized stocks with real securities of specific companies that they buy on the stock market and keep in a brokerage account. That is to say, they buy Tesla stock on the market and sell its equivalent as a token on Binance. Tokenized stocks are not real securities. Buying them doesn't mean you become a shareholder of the company. That is, you have no voting rights and no one will invite you to a shareholder meeting. But you can sell the token and get a market price equal to the value of the real stock. And CM Equity, as the holder of the real shares, will get dividends on them, provided that the company decides to pay them and distribute the income among the token owners. Next, we're talking about the pros and cons of trading in tokenized stocks, and in the meantime you can hit the like button if you're enjoying this video. To trade tokenized stocks on Binance, you need a 2FA account, including identity and face checks. There are other restrictions, like you can't trade in this market if your country's laws forbid you from stock trading. Moreover, for certain jurisdictions, such as Germany, a more complex verification system may be required, while users from the US, China, and Turkey are banned from the market altogether. I know that the Coin Post has viewers from all over the world, like the US, China, Turkey, and Germany. Please write in the comments where you're from, and everyone else, give us a thumbs up, as you have no problem trading in tokenized stocks. To do this, you need to spend a fiat currency or cryptocurrency on the stock exchange, which you then convert into the Binance USD. All trading is conducted together with it. Since the token price is tied to the exchange rate of real stocks, The trade is only available during the operation of the stock market. It opens 2 minutes after it and closes 2 minutes before it. As long as the stock market is closed or they have a day off, requests for trading in tokenized stocks are not accepted. The interface is almost standard, but it lacks some information. There will be no order book or no data on trading volumes. There is no separate wallet for tokenized stocks. This means that it's impossible to withdraw them. Buying and selling operations are only available on Binance. When you buy, the amount in Binance USD is written off from your spot account, while on the trade balance you get a record of the purchase of a given share with the number, and in reverse if you decide to sell. The important point is that if the share is an indivisible object, then its token is not. That is, Apple's stock price while making the video is $129. If you have less money, then you gotta wait until it's cheaper. However, you can buy, for example, a third of a tokenized stock for just $43 and even get a fair share of the dividends if Apple decides to pay. And I remind you to subscribe to the channel to get the updates and new videos first. We make a few videos every week. Let's sum it up. Time limits in trading, few trading pairs, no leverage, you can't withdraw your money from the stock exchange, and there's lack of market information. I guess we just have to accept all these disadvantages in tokenized stocks. And it's hardly suitable for an experienced trader, who most likely has a brokerage account, and there he's been trying unsuccessfully to short sell Tesla stock. The tokenized stock market is more suitable for those who've never worked in the stock market and want to diversify their savings in cryptocurrency. You get the following advantages. You can buy for any amount without being tied to the price of one stock and enter the stock market, albeit through an intermediary. In the United States, Apple stocks can be bought through the mobile app of one of the brokers. But in other countries, the only way to access the stock market is through an international broker who won't even talk to you without a few $1,000s in your account. And you will also have to get verified, and it's gonna be even more complex than on Binance. For people in such countries, the tokenized stock market may be a viable alternative, as it's often easier to create an account on a stock exchange and put a few $100s there, especially if Binance decide to expand the list of tradable assets. And in conclusion, I would like to remind you that the crypto exchange itself is not responsible for anything. When you buy a stock token, you work with CM Equity, which is their issuer. Your investments are protected by the real shares that CM Equity buys on the stock market and keeps in the brokerage account. If something happens to them, then these shares could be sold and paid back. But it's a theory, and no one really knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. And I'm not saying that tomorrow it's gonna collapse. I think it will continue growing, and everything will work according to plan. But only time will tell. And so it's important to assess all the risks. Trading through an intermediary is always a risk, especially if it's located in another country. Share this video with your friends who are interested in stock trading on Binance. And that's all I have. Thanks for watching. It's the Coin Post channel. Subscribe and get enlightened.